Hi guys, it's Christy with Pearl and Alex, and today I am doing the fourth and final episode of my 2021 Spring Wardrobe Refresh. We're finally getting to the clothes this time. So, like any good type A personality, what I did when I decided to refresh my wardrobe was I went through all of my clothes and I made a list. Like I said in the intro video to this, I have a capsule wardrobe. So I was just kind of going through the things that I'd had from last year, made sure everything still fit, and then I made a list of the things that I wanted to add to my wardrobe and or the things that needed replaced. My first step was to go through my stash and see if I had anything that I could remake or reuse. I didn't really find anything that I wanted to remake for this wardrobe refresh, but when I get to my summer one, I probably will. So I'm going to go through my fabric stash as well. Henry's here to help. I am going to go through my fabric stash as well and see what I can find in that color family that will work good. But I'm not going to take you through that process, mainly because this room is a mess and I'm embarrassed by it. So we'll get to the making and shopping. I'm hoping my mom borrowed my car, so it's going to be a little bit before I can go out to a thrift store and see what I can find, but I will take you along for that trip, and hopefully I can find a few things secondhand. I honestly, it sounds weird, but this is going to sound terrible, but I honestly don't like having to alter clothes. I really wish that I could just find my size, something that was my size and actually fit, that I didn't have to alter. But unfortunately, that's not a thing anymore. So, not for me anyway. And so I'm hoping to find several things that don't need a lot done to them, because I really don't want to do a lot of sewing. I would rather just buy things that just need a little touch up. I did have very good luck at the thrift stores finding a whole bunch of things. I think I only bought a few things new, and I'll go over what those were at the end of the video. But my first step is to, of course, wash everything. And then you'll see me here, I am taking out all of the tags on everything. And I do that with my seam ripper because if you cut a tag off, there can still be like little scratchy bits on there that that hurt, and my skin is really sensitive to that kind of stuff. So I just sat down, watched TV, and got rid of all of the tags and all of the stuff I bought. Next up, I did a few small alterations. I really didn't find anything that needed anything big. As you can see, this shirt, the armholes were a little big and they showed my bra, so I just took this shirt in a little bit. These jeans fit great around the waist, and they were dark wash when I first got them. I did put them in a bleach bath to make them this kind of mottled acid washed kind of look. I wasn't going for that look, but that's what it turned out, and it looked kind of nice. So what I do want to do is take in the hips just a hair on these. They fit fine around the waist, but the hips were a little big, and I don't care for a flared leg. To fix this, I put the jeans on inside out, pinched them where they would look good, and then I pinned. You see the pins here at my sewing machine. And what I'm going to do next is just go ahead and sew on the lines that I pinned, and then see how they look. When you are taking in pants like this, now towards the bottom I was taking them in quite a bit, and you do not want to just start sewing at the point where you need to be. You want to taper it like this. So you start at the original seam and then taper it down like this. So I went ahead and did that on these jeans on one side, and then I tried the back on to see if that looked okay. One other thing before we leave the sewing portion here is at the bottom seam, you want to make sure that these seams, these hems are lined up before you sew over them. If they're off, even the tiniest bit, that is going to be very noticeable when you have them on. So here I was just checking out that one leg, and I like the hip. I think that turned out really good. But the bottom portion was still a little big for me. I wanted it a little more tapered. So I took that back to the sewing machine and tapered it a bit more. At this point, I had done both legs, and then I cut off all the excess fabric with my pinking shears. I think I did go back after this and go ahead and take it in another like 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch. Oh, my supervisor Henry is here. He was very helpful throughout this whole process. And I did cuff these to make them look like they were supposed to be that length rather than just too short. And here is a final look. These jeans were jeans I already had. I just put a little cuff on the bottom of them, and I found this shirt at the thrift store in my favorite color. This shirt is one I've had forever, and this shirt is one again that I already had. These shoes I found on Amazon and just put the pearls on them. And this is a great look for when I need to be kind of dressed up but not super dressed up. This tunic I found at the thrift store. It is very, very comfortable and great for work. And I found that long necklace there too. It's really pretty. It's got little tiny coins on it. So the pieces that I was able to get just fit so nicely into my capsule wardrobe. And again, it makes it, I've never been the kind of person that takes a lot of time to get ready in the morning. I usually get up about 15 minutes before I need to be out the door. So it's great to have the capsule wardrobe so I can just pick out 2 things, everything matches, and I just run out the door. This last outfit here is the only one where I bought everything new. I got all of this from Walmart. The sweater, the super comfy dress, and the cute shoes that I am wearing literally all the time right now. Thank you for watching. I hope something here inspired you, and we'll see you next time.